So Giselle, it's defeat against Loughborough Lighting in the Allianz Cup. How do you reflect on that game?
It was a highly competitive game. I think we fell away in the last 10-12 minutes of it because we picked up quite a few injuries and a lot of players ended up having to play a little bit out of position. But the attitude of all of them was absolutely fantastic, and the effort they put in. Yes, we're still chasing that elusive win, but I'm learning about the players all the time through this cup competition, and they're learning about each other, how they go in, who's likely to show and go, who's likely to carry straight in, who's likely to pass. They're still learning all of those and the combinations and what we're trying to achieve, and to embed the attack plan is something that we're still working really hard on, and it's not an easy thing to do. So coming up against all the teams we've got very established ways to play. We're still embedding ours, so there are little moments where with a bit more time under our belts we would have potentially finished, but I thought our set piece was fantastic, particularly in the first half, and we could have capitalised perhaps a little bit more from that on the scoreboard.
And that is the end of the Allianz Cup as a whole for Trailfinders Women. How do you reflect on that competition for us?
So yeah, that's the first round of it. Obviously in the Six Nations there'll be more that we'll have to compete with, but yeah, it's been fantastic for us. It's like a further on from pre-season. So we've had 4 games that have challenged us in varying different ways, lots of questions to answer, lots of opportunities to see what's working, what we really need to spend time in training on to push forward. But obviously the WXV now is completing. There's one more week for WXV1, but the others are completing this weekend. So the squad will come back in. We've got a lot of Worcester Warriors players joining us, which also were here today, which I think is a fantastic sign that they wanted to come and support their new teammates, which is great. So we will regroup, 3 weeks of really good training, and then we'll be ready to start PWR. And I think we're going to be a very, very competitive side, which is our main aim for season 1, to be a highly competitive side, and I think that's what's going to happen.
And you said PWR there. As we build into the league, how do you think we'll fare in that competition?
Again, I think we'll be highly competitive. To actually put outcome on it is difficult because we're still learning about all the players and how they combine and the best combinations. It will be a highly competitive environment within, as each players are fighting for their shirts, and a lot of information through the cup has come from that as to, you know, where players are at and what their work-ons are and what we need to be doing in their own skill sessions and things like that, which has been fantastic information. But we will be really highly competitive, and I can't wait for Harlequins to come down to Trailfinders and for us to compete on the 18th.
Thanks, Giselle.
Brilliant, thank you.